What's going on, everybody? Diallo Ricks TV back with another video, and I would like for you guys to hear a clip from Paul George. For those of you who don't know, Paul George just came from off a elbow injury. He suffered an elbow injury back in March, so he was unable to play. So he returned last night to rally and lead his team to victory over the Utah Jazz. He debated on, whether he was going to get surgery. He considered even having surgery on the elbow and just missing the remainder of the season. Paul George honored the late, great Kobe Bryant. So here's the clip, and we're going to come back.
Kobe Bryant, who, he plays and stuff like this. And I always hold myself to a high standard. And, at the end of the day, when I'm finished, I want to look at my career and say I gave everything I had. I wanted to help my guys. I didn't want to leave them out here hanging for the rest of the season. I felt good. So, it was only right to come back.
Now, that is what a true leader sounds like, right? A true leader. Now, Kobe Bryant set the standard. The Mamba mentality. Last night, what LeBron James displayed was weak. Terrible leadership. He quit on his team when they needed him the most. Now, once again, as I said, had the Lakers had defeated the New Orleans Pelicans the other day, LeBron James would have continued to play. Now, his fans are always moving the goalposts. They always defending him, playing all these meaningless games. Everybody was saying, oh, you should shut LeBron James down. Maybe, everybody questioned, throughout the idea that maybe the Lakers should shut LeBron James down. No, LeBron James trying to make the playoffs. He's trying to get into the playoffs. He's trying to at least make the play-in. All LeBron sexuals were in agreement that LeBron James should continue to play, should go out there, continue to score all the points. But then when he sits down, now all of a sudden, oh, it's no need for him to play. No need of risking an injury. They're coming back. He should just rest this season and then come back next season at full strength when the whole team is fully healthy. Anthony Davis is healthy. But Kobe Bryant, it's amazing how all the past legends, the greats, even the current players in today's game, respect Kobe. They honor Kobe. They understand what Kobe meant to the game. As they say, he was our generation's Michael Jordan. You've heard Allen Iverson say on record, he say, I feel like Kobe Bryant, I feel like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are the two greatest players that ever played. The greatest that ever did it. The greatest that ever did it. Paul George isn't the leader of that Los Angeles Clippers team. However, he's the leader right now because Kawhi Leonard is out with a torn ACL. So Paul George could have missed the rest of the season, but his team needed him. He wanted to be out there, as they say, you go down with the leader goes down with the ship. This man is on the sidelines, laughing, giggling, joking, having fun, making quotes like, I'm having the best time of my life. What do you mean you having the best time of your life? You would have never heard Kobe say nothing like that. You're having the best time of your life and your team losing. LeBron James is probably the only player that goes into the locker room by himself or go home. He'd probably go to his office in his house and he got his own little confetti shower. He has his own little confetti shower, drinking wine, celebrating his accomplishments. That's what LeBron James does. Honestly, I think that LeBron James and Clutch Sports and the rest of his business partners, I think they should team up with Adam Silver and they should form a new league where the game consists of losing. And they should have an award titled the Ultimate Losing Championship. The Ultimate Losing Championship. And just let LeBron James advance to the finals, Whoever lose the most wins. Just let him get to the finals each and every year and just reward him for losing. That's what I think that they should do for LeBron James. Because according to his fans, just getting to the finals and losing. Bill Russell went to the finals and won, but they praised LeBron James for getting there and losing. And then they'll say, oh, well, Michael Jordan, he lost all these times when he played against the Celtics and the Pistons. All right, well, if that's the case, that should make Michael Jordan even greater. If we basing it off losing, that should make him even greater. Like, the fact that he lost all those teams according to y'all, which don't make sense. If that's the case, Kobe Bryant 2 losses in the finals, he's not even 5-2. Like, to them, that's not a loss. That don't mean nothing. Kobe Bryant 2 losses don't even matter. But it only matters when it fits your argument. That's how bronsexuals do. And then you got Shannon Sharp on national television blaming Russell Westbrook, who only had 2 turnovers last night. 2 turnovers last night. They needed a scapegoat. And I knew it was coming. Bruh. Russell Westbrook had 25 points, I think 6 assists and 8 rebounds. Or maybe 8 rebounds and 6 assists. But he only had 2 turnovers. But they needed somebody to blame. LeBron James sitting out. So Shannon Sharp, you're not going to direct the blame towards, you're not going to shift the blame to LeBron James for sitting out and not willing his team, or at least being out there with his team on the floor. He done played this entire season almost. He done just about played this entire season. Of course, he set certain games out so he could rest. But why all of a sudden, when you go up against Luka Doncic, and in order for you to advance to the play-in tournament, you got to go through Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. You're going to just sit out. And then there's reports coming out that, oh, him and Anthony Davis might return next Friday to save the Lakers to make it into the play-in. Like, bro, what is this, Batman and Robin? Or Robin and Robin? What is this? Like, come on, bro. Like, no. Talking about y'all gonna sit out and wait till they come back. This man, Russell Westbrook probably missed 1 game this season. We don't commend him on that. He's been durable this whole season. But you want to blame Russell Westbrook when LeBron James on the sideline laughing, having the best time of his life. I'm living my best life. Oh, that's my song. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. I'm living my best life. Come on, bruh. Because they didn't have nobody else to blame. Malik Monk been balling all year, bruh. If anybody deserves all the credit for this year, who performed the best, who had a vengeance this year, and played with consistency, a person that everybody should be commending right now and be thankful that he came to the Lakers, is Malik Monk. Malik Monk. He gave it his all this season. And you don't see nobody talking about Malik Monk. All throughout the sports media, you don't hear nothing. The news outlets, nothing. They're not talking about him. And it's a shame. It's ridiculous, man. Malik Monk has been performing extremely well. He's been phenomenal this year. Phenomenal. He deserves to wear that purple and gold next season. He's earned the right to wear the purple and gold next season. Pay that man. No matter what you got to do, pay that man. They should trade LeBron James, gut the entire franchise, and just start over. Malik Monk, Austin Reeves, guys who take pride in wearing that Laker jersey. You see that? Jerry West took pride in wearing that Laker jersey. Wilt Chamberlain took pride in it. Kobe Bryant took pride in it. Shaquille O'Neal. Kareem, Magic. LeBron don't care about the Lakers. He cares about LeBron James. That's all he cares about. He's on the bench laughing and giggling. You know, somebody made up a great point yesterday. They said LeBron James' clothing sent the message. He had on all white. And they said that was sending the message. That was a sign of waving the white flag. It's over. He quit on his team last night. Faked an injury. Now, the entire time, it wasn't a problem. We seen him a few games ago. I'm not sure which game it was, but he kind of like turned his ankle a little bit. Played through it. Played through it. It wasn't the Pelicans game. It was another game. He just tied his shoe up, and then he just went back out there because while he was chasing the scoring title. Chasing the scoring title. Long as he got his numbers, he's content. He's fine. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. And it's sad because the sad reality is that his fans defend his actions. Like, it's crazy to me. He's out there laughing and giggling and joking. Kobe Bryant willed his team. What Kobe Bryant done for basketball, he inspired an entire generation of players. You starting to see the younger generation. As you look around the league, name one player that you could say that LeBron James influenced, or you could see that their game was patterned after LeBron James and they're successful. The league, everybody is shooting like Steph Curry. You hear all the players throughout the league crediting the way they play, their style of play, their mentality to Kobe Bryant. What has LeBron James done that's great for the game? And it's crazy because when the Lakers lose, right, you go watch shows like Undisputed. Look in the comments section. You'll notice that whenever the Lakers lose and LeBron James is at fault, or, they're blaming LeBron James and, Shannon Sharpe is being transparent, you notice that in the comments section, LeBron James fans get triggered. They get disturbed. They get upset about it. So they say, oh, it's not another topic that y'all could talk about. All y'all talk about is LeBron. Now, as long as Shannon Sharpe is up there praising LeBron James, then it's like, oh, we have no problem with you talking about it. Same thing applies to me. Whenever I say something that's critiquing LeBron, oh, all you do is talk about LeBron. But if I was sitting up here all day saying everything positive about LeBron, or ignoring everything that LeBron James is doing and just strictly talk about the Lakers, which LeBron James is the leader of the Lakers. He's the reason that the Lakers are the way they are, the trash, the way they're suffering the way they are. I hold him accountable. So they get upset at that. He's hogged up most of the shot attempts. Russell Westbrook has been to the playoffs probably since the past, like 6-7 years. It could be less, but he's been to the playoffs, even with Bradley Beal. Been to the playoffs. All of a sudden, he gets with LeBron James, and it's the worst he's ever played. And they're blaming Russell Westbrook. They're blaming Rob Pelinka. The Lakers are out of the play-in tournament. I can see if you made it to the play-in and you lost. At least you went out fighting. But you went out like a coward, LeBron. Straight coward. And you see Paul George wanted to be out there with his team, whether they lost, whether they won, or whether they lost. That's how you're supposed to do. You got to give everything you have. Do you know that there's fans that pay money, top dollar, that come sit up there I'm not even talking about the nosebleeds or nowhere else in the arena, right? It's people that pay top dollar to sit courtside, to come see LeBron James play, their favorite player. Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why. Because, of course, they're brainwashed by the media. But these people are paying top dollar to see LeBron James play the game, and he's not out there. Sad, bruh. It's sad. Jordan, Kobe was willing to die out there on that court, give everything that they had. Pathetic, man. Disgrace to the game. Everything that he's done hurt the game. It's hurt the game of basketball. Name one thing that LeBron James has done that's helped the game. You can't name one thing. These are real legends. Wilt Chamberlain, a real legend. If I was up here bashing Anthony Davis all day long, Kendrick Nunn, if you notice, you bash and you blame Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, Frank Vogel, Kendrick Nunn, Anthony Davis. You could bash everybody else. Could be everybody else. You can criticize everybody else, but when it comes to LeBron, nah, you can't do that. He's above criticism to his fans. He does no wrong. No wrong at all. No wrong. It's crazy. I've never seen superstar treatment like this. Like, it's sad. Sad. But as I said, had they would have defeated the Pelicans, LeBron James would have continued to play. He'll be playing right now versus the Dallas Mavericks. But he's not going to play. He's not going to play. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.